The biggest headline to me, though, this week is kind of like from last week, a headline that shouldn't have been the headline. Mm-hmm. Last week, everybody picked on BA criticizing Brady. Well, when that didn't stick to the wall, this week they turned to BA not utilizing Gronk. How could you not utilize a tight end to be passing? And this became the story across all of Buccaneers land. I heard it in it being talked about through most social media pages. It's been mentioned in a couple of national media things, and to the point that people were even asking Gronk about it. So I'll put it to you guys.
Rhett.
Utilizing Gronk as a blocker.
Oh, man. It'd be a shame to see you bring Gronk out of retirement, pay him $9.5 million a year just for him to be an extra blocker. But I mean, at the same time, the way that I look at it, he hasn't looked stunningly athletic. I mean, he's never been, stunningly athletic. He's just a big guy who knows how to bounce around some defenders. But I mean, that drop that he had against Carolina when Brady threw to him in the seam, that was disgusting. Like, it just doesn't look like athletically he's ready to be out there, quote unquote. Like, I get it. A year off of football does a lot to your body. He's getting back into shape, all the stuff that we've heard throughout the offseason. But I mean, if Gronk can't get it done, use him as a blocker. I just need to see one tight end out there get productive. I need to see either OJ Howard or Cam Brate, who I think is an afterthought at this point. I need to see one of those guys eat, because right now, I don't think Gronk is able to do it. I mean, I'd like to see them draw something up close to the red zone this weekend, get him a touchdown, sure. But, I think for everybody, I think between Gronk and OJ Howard, it was unfair to expect just a ton of production from Rob Gronkowski. Like, if he's doing his job as a blocker, then so be it. If he's doing that well, then so be it. Because as of right now, he hasn't showed me a lot of other things that are blowing me away that OJ Howard couldn't get in there and do better, except for maybe blocking, if I didn't mention that before.
Yeah, this whole thing is just, if this is what it's like to be a Patriots fan, I don't think I wanted to be one. I don't care if you get 6 rings. Like, this is stupid. This is just absolutely stupid how the national pundits has come down and I saw Dan Orlovsky say that BA needs to think his tight ends as players. That's what he said. As in, like, they can, just because they're a tight end and you don't use tight ends doesn't mean like they can't catch. And, it's like, thanks, Dan. I mean, he only won, Coach of the Year twice in a row. I'm pretty sure he knows that. So, like, I don't care. Like, I said it as soon as Gronk was signed. I'm like, he's here to block and to make OJ Howard better. And then for those that are really, paying attention, they put out one of those videos during preseason, training camp. Mm-hmm. And Shady McCoy goes to Gronk and he's like, well, how many yards do you think you're going to get this year? And Gronk goes, I don't know, like 300. And then Shady goes, no, if I was playing quarterback, like 1,000. Like, yeah, easy. And he's like, well, what's the most you've had? And he goes, I think I had 1,300 one year. But the first response, Gronk knew it. Like, how many yards are you going to get this year? I don't know, about 300. It's like 1,000 yards less. And I don't care how much money he's fucking making. It's not mine.
Thank you.
It's not my money. Like, right. I know you do get to roll over some of your salary cap, but if you're all in and you have a left tackle that can't block and your top 2 tight ends can't block, I don't give a shit how much you pay the dude who blocks, because you need him. Well, what's it like? Cameron Brate's making $4.5 million. He's played like 10 plays. Where's the outrage?
Exactly.
I mean,
how much did Cameron Brate make last year and the year before that? Because Brate hasn't done anything in 3 years. Let's face it, he's not done anything in 3 years.
He was hurt, now he's healthy, but now like he can't block. That's why he's not playing. Like, he can't block. So about how, ESPN and Fox News not Fox News, but Fox Sports comes rushing to Gronk's aid and calling BA stupid and how can you, like, Gronk's not there just to run around. I don't think he would have come back for this. And then we had the press conference today, and the first words, first 2 questions, like, hey, Gronk, like, you're here to catch balls. Like, nope, here to block. Jenna tried again. Okay, yeah, you're not fooling anybody. Look at all the production you've had. Like, you've never had this bad production. You know, this is the worst production you ever had for the first 2 games since your rookie year. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you. I'm here to block. And it's and that's it. Like, and I thought it was so great. That is a total veteran move, because Gronk knows what the national story is. He knows what everyone's been talking about. He sits down. Stroud, I don't remember Stroud's question exactly, but it was like, he asked, like, are you ever, in Tom's ear asking for the ball more? And he goes, I'm a blocking tight end. I'm here to block. And that squashed everything. It wasn't good enough for Jenna. She goes, come on, Gronk. You're not fooling anybody. And he's like, look, I'm here to block. And now it's over, because that was a veteran move at the press conference. Like, I completely understand. I think it's a great move that the reason Gronk had a press conference this week was to say that. Yeah. Was just tell everyone, like, just shut up. And it's only 2 games.
Right.
Now, I was a little shocked that I thought the middle of the field was going to be open against the Carolina Panthers, and they didn't take advantage of it with the tight ends. Was I a little shocked? Sure. But you know what? They have game plans for the first 4 games. Now that they've played 2, they have game plans for the next 4. Like, somewhere down the line, the tight ends are it's week to week. It's 16 one-game seasons. And there's going to be a matchup somewhere where they're going to rely on the tight end heavily. It could be this week, because Denver's linebackers can tackle, but they can't cover, which makes them not very good in the NFL. So, I mean, it's worse than much ado about nothing. It's much ado about nothing because you're too stupid to understand what's really going on.
I think the national media, just year in and year out, has always proved that they never have a grasp of what's happening in Tampa. Yes. But I think even now, when you're the first story on SportsCenter because Bruce Arians said this wrong in his press conference, then you're going to get a lot more of those just uninformed opinions chiming in. I mean, we talk every week, and I shouldn't even give him the time, but like that Max Kellerman clown.
Oh, God.
He just clearly doesn't watch the games. Like, and it seems like that's the case for most of these guys talking out of their ass saying, oh, well, Gronk was brought there to revive his career and get the connection with Brady going again. And I mean, Ren, you hit the nail on the head, man. It's a lot of those guys talking out of their ass at the end of the day.
Look, here's the thing. And I mean, you're both right. And that's why I say this is the headline that shouldn't have been a headline. We've gotten 2 of them back-to-back weeks because here's BA saying something that the national people didn't want to hear about Brady or Gronk or one of their golden boys. But look, you know why Gronk's making $9-10 million a year this year? Because that's what his agent got him. Yeah,
I knew that.